So today I want to talk to you about reactive attachment disorder and being superficially charming and engaging. I really don't know how to describe this very much, except it is really one of the things that drives rad moms crazy. See, they're living with kids who are, it seems, purposefully trying to make their lives absolutely miserable. And yet everyone else gets these amazing children that are charming and sweet, say yes ma'am and no ma'am, volunteer to do chores, volunteer to be helpful. And I know that seems really kind of the same as every other kid, right? Because children are worse with their parents than they are with everybody else. But with rads, it's so different. I call it the chameleon effect. My daughter and son, who have severe rad, can get with a group of people and within minutes, sometimes even seconds, know exactly how to act around those people in order to get what my children need from them. It's almost an instinct, and it's a survival skill, and it's amazing survival skill. It's something that they really needed to survive back when they were in trauma. But when they're home, it's not a survival skill. And it's really frustrating to the rad mom, because she may have just spent 3 hours with this kid screaming at the top of their lungs, rolling on the floor or destroying things, and dad comes home or a neighbor comes to visit, and all of a sudden, like a light switch was flipped. The child is charming and sweet and, "Oh, yes, sir. Would you like me to get you some water?" And mom's over there going, "You gotta be kidding me. How can this possibly be the same child?" What's absolutely crazy about this, and ties into the manipulation and triangulation, is I asked my son one time, "Do you even like that lady?" Because he was really being super sweet and charming with this one in particular lady. And he looked at me, he's like, "No." And so I'm like, "So this is all a giant con?" And he's like, "Yeah." Mind you, he wasn't even 9 years old. But he knew how to act around her, just how to act around her in order to get what he wanted from her. This is especially frustrating when your child is in public school, because you're dealing with, tearing up homework and feces and lying and stealing and all the other things that come with reactive attachment disorder, and the school doesn't see any of it. They see this amazing child who's working hard and doing the best they can to get the best grades possible and just a charming kid in school, and that's not what you get at home. And so they think you're kind of crazy. They don't understand why you have such issues with the child that they have no issues with at all. It's also really hard at church. Really hard at church. Because church folks love people and they really love kids. And they really love kids. And it's hard for them to wrap their heads around why the caregiver is so angry all the time at this one in particular child. And they feel like maybe you hate your child or you don't like your child. It can play into the false CPS reports, because all other people see her this sweet, amazing child, and you have a holy terror at home, and So you treat the kid the same as you do at home, as you do out of the house, and why is this woman so mean to this child? He's so sweet. Yeah. Superficially charming and engaging. Here's the thing though, they can only maintain it for so long. So a child who has reactive attachment disorder that is superficially charming and engaging can maintain it sometimes for 6-7 hours, a full day of school, but then they get home and they have a complete and utter meltdown. And they can do that for a long time. They can't maintain it for 24 hours. They can't maintain it for a week. Well, let me change that. They can if they think that you're going to be their new primary caregiver. So someone who could take your child for respite care wonders why you need respite at all, because the child was charming and amazing and so helpful when they were with them for a weekend. It's all about the attachment. See, there's no risk in being sweet and charming and engaging and lovable to people that you don't have a connection to. The connection is the risk. And it's a risk that will literally, it's risking their life in their brain. Loving that primary caregiver, receiving love from that primary caregiver means the end of the world. So they can't. Yeah. So that's superficially charming and engaging. And if you loved it, if you liked it, share it. Let people know about reactive attachment disorder, because it is in no way, shape, or form as rare as people think it is. And the more we can spread the word, the better off we'll all be. Like that button down there, subscribe, that's that button over there, and I'll hit you up next week. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.